Kia ora. So today I'm going to start voice-overing some PowerPoints that we've done for time series. These are the sort of things I would talk to in class while showing this on the board. So hopefully other schools and kids who are at home learning will find these useful. So here we go. First of all, looking at problem and plan. So unlike the Year 12 2.9 inference standard, this is, you don't have to write a question or get a question approved for this particular one. It's all about actually understanding the full aspect of all the data you've been given and the problem you've been given and buying into it and actually having some interest in what you're doing. So you will have to actually do some background work into finding out about it, looking at something that you think would be interesting to actually forecast for, so you try and look into the future, and writing a report to some person or organisation that you think would be interested in knowing the information you find out. So your purpose is why you're doing this investigation. How's it going to be helpful? And you always have to base this on research. Research is part of achieved for this, so you actually need to find information and links that help you to back up whatever you are purporting to be your purpose. You're going to state that you'll make a prediction in the future. Usually we tend to make two periods in the future and 2 years in the future, depending on whether it's years, of course, or not. You want to make a hypothesis before you start so that you're actually saying you understand the data and you think this is what could happen. It doesn't have to be right at the end of it, and you'll investigate the reasons why your hypothesis may be right or not right. So I'm going to use the data that's been updated in April 2020 in NCEA, which is the sea ice data. This has been done many times by many people on the internet, but I'm just again looking at it. So the data source down the bottom here comes from NCEA, Climate for You, and they've got all this information, and it's tons of information. You can see that they have been looking into this for a long time, and this may be helpful when you're actually writing some of your stuff. In this particular assessment, you are asked to do a lot of research and relating back to the actual topic you're investigating, but even within here there are some graphs that you're very close to what you'll be looking at. I'll just get to them. So like these ones here, quite interesting time series graphs, all right, and we'll be looking at those sorts of things. You've also got this special report, which might be useful for things when you are trying to find out why things are happening or not happening. So it's a big, huge document as well. But they've both been given to you so that you can actually find that out. So if I'm looking into Arctic sea ice, then basically what I'm interested in is the purpose. So my purpose here is very short. It can be very short, but the more you put into the purpose, the better off you'll be as far as getting a good grade. So sea ice is an integral part of the Arctic Ocean and an important indicator of climate change. I've linked in there, or bookmark, you can bookmark it, a URL to where I've found out that it is an integral part, an important indicator. So that's backed up by some research. I've been asked by the Climate Change Commission, I don't know if there is one or not, but that's my mystical being that I am actually going to write this report for, to find out what's happening in the sea ice in the Arctic. Is it changing? My prediction is that it is changing. So I'm going to predict the amount of sea ice for July of 2021 and 2022. Now, even though those are past or very close to past, because the data finished in 2020, I'm pretending that I'm writing my article at the end of that period of data. From my research, I'll predict that sea ice in the Arctic will continue to decrease, although it may slow slightly with climate change initiatives. So that's my hypothesis. All right, so I've left in here a problem to do on visitors. So the data also is in NCEA, and you might like to follow along and do a purpose and prediction for that. Good luck.